Hey y'all, it's Haley and Happy New Year. Today is the 1st of January 2014, so I hope y'all had a fantastic New Year's Eve. This video is going to be more on a personal level and not so much a beauty related video. My husband did leave for deployment a couple days ago, so I kind of just wanted to get on here, talk to you guys, give y'all maybe some military spouses out there watching about to go through a deployment or are going through one currently or have gone through one in the past and they want to watch these videos. I'm just going to kind of tell you my feelings, my thoughts, maybe some advice that I have for, you know, people that might be going through it or about to go through it, and I'm just going to kind of talk. And I really want to document this whole journey. I have been through a deployment before. I think I've talked about this. My husband did deploy in 2012, and he got back. Basically, when he left this time, it's been a year since he'd gotten back. So I think I have knowledge, and I think I know, you know, some good things and positive things to share with people and help people. So I just kind of want to do these videos for my journey to look back on and for anyone that's watching. Sorry for rambling, but let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so my husband did leave a few days ago, and honestly, it never gets easier. I'm not sugarcoating it at all. It never gets easier. My husband has been on, this is his third deployment, so it never gets easier. The first deployment he was on, I didn't really meet him. We started dating towards the end of his deployment. We knew each other in high school, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but so that wasn't really a deployment I would count that I went through the whole thing. But this past deployment in 2012 was basically our first deployment together as a married couple. We went through separation with him going to schools and training and all that good Navy stuff that they send him on. But so we've been through separation, but that was our first deployment as a married couple in 2012. It was an 8-month deployment. Where he was, it wasn't bad communication-wise, so I was very thankful for that. I didn't get to talk to him every day or anything, but I did get to talk to him a couple times a week, which was nice. This next deployment, he's in the same place, so the communication is probably going to be just like that past deployment, so it should be good. I did get a Skype call last night, so that was nice to know that he made it safely and everything. But I'm just going to kind of talk to y'all. Preparing for a deployment is really difficult because for me, we don't have kids yet, so, you know, it's all about us, and like, it's so hard for me to like not think about the deployment and just think about me being with him, because I know what's coming, and I've been in the same shoes before. But you really have to like that's my biggest advice, is just not think about the deployment and just think about you and him, or if you have kids, you and your kids and him, or whatever, because it's so hard for me to do, and it's hard for me to say that and give you advice, because that's hard for me to do, like knowing that he's leaving and you want to do everything with him, and you want to go and do things together because you're not going to see him for a long time. But yeah, that's a big advice to him, for anybody out there that's going to go through one. My big thing is this one, I think, is kind of hard for me, because I know we've bought a house and we're now homeowners, so I have so much more responsibility than I have in the past, which is, you know, it's good for me. I know it's going to make me so much stronger, but like, as far as, you know, taking care of the house, taking care of making sure, you know, mowing our yard, mowing our grass, you know, taking care of, you know, taking care of the bills like you have to do, and just things like that. So there's a lot more responsibility, but I'm really prepared for it, and we kind of were a lot better about sitting down with each other and looking at all the bills and things that I need to take care of when he's gone. So that is one thing that I would definitely recommend. You need to sit down, make like a list on an Excel spreadsheet or just on a piece of paper, and have your husband write down, like if your husband's the one that pays all the bills, have him write down all his account numbers, all that, you know, make sure you have a power of attorney if you need it. If you're planning on selling a car or doing something while he's gone, make sure you have that power of attorney. That's really important. I'm kind of scatterbrained, so I'm just going to like call out things as I think of them. But yeah, honestly, his plane left a few days ago, and he left at 9 o'clock at night, and it was so hard that day because we were packing, getting everything ready, and I knew it was coming, so it was really hard for me to like not think about it and just think about that day, because I knew at that night my world was going to change. But, you know, I cried, I got it out. I mean, I know it's a long road ahead for me, but I know that I'm capable of doing it, and honestly, I just feel really strong. And I feel like I know a lot more about deployments than I have in the past going through, like the last one. So I kind of know, what I'm going to expect, what I can expect to hear from him. The time change is an 8-hour difference, so they are 8 hours. He is 8 hours ahead, where 8 hours ahead of us. I live in Virginia, so he's 8 hours ahead, and that is one thing that's going to take some getting used to. I remember when he was the same thing last time when he was there. It was hard. It's hard because you have to plan it around. Like, I'm usually at work when he wants to talk, or it's late at night for me when I'm going to bed, and he's waking up and wants to talk. So you just kind of like got to set that. I guess you got to make set communication up with him and see where you should talk. Maybe talk about it. My husband knows my work schedule, so he kind of tries to. If he can only call me, then he'll call me, and then we'll talk for a few minutes or whatever. But yeah, there's so much technology out there these days that deployments are so much easier than I think they have in the past. There is apps called Vonage, which is free, which I just downloaded, and that's what we talked on last night. Vonage is just a free app that you can download on your iPhone, on your Android, and you just plug in your phone number. It verifies your phone number, and it's free calls, free texts, and free videos. So, and you can chat on there too, like a Messenger. So that's a great app. There's also Viper. I think that's what it's called. My friend told me about that one. That's just free video and calling. So they're all great apps. There's also Skype, which everyone knows about. Skype is hard for us sometimes because of where he is. The quality is not very great, and it's not that great. But those apps that Vonage that we talked on, the quality was great, and the call was really clear. So that was great. So there are great things like that. There are great. For me, what helps me, I have a full-time job. I work Monday through Friday. The weekends are something that I'm going to have to get getting used to. I'm going to have to just I have friends here. I'm going to try to just like keep busy, do things that I want to do, get stuff done around my house that I haven't been able to do when he was here, and play with my dogs. And I'm sorry this video is scatterbrained and I don't have like a set list that I probably should have made, but I just kind of wanted to get on here and talk to you guys. And I'm not sure, I don't know if I talked about this before, I'm not sure if I'm going to do these monthly updates or I'm going to do them every few months. If you have any thoughts or suggestions of what you would like to hear from me, definitely leave them below. I would really love to hear. That would probably change my direction if you have some thoughts on what kind of videos I should do. If I want to do more deployment related videos besides updates, so if you have any suggestions, just let me know. I'm very bad at becoming, I'm talk really fast. I'm very bad at coming up with ideas, so if you have any ideas, let me know. Instagram, that's what I was going to talk about. Instagram is a great deployment support. I follow a lot of the military spouse pages and their support groups, and there's great things out there, and I will link my Instagram below. I love Instagram to death. It's my favorite. I also have a Twitter, but I don't tweet as much as I post on Instagram. If you do follow me on Instagram, I post a ton of pictures. I'm that girl that posts pictures of food, dog, whatever, but it is what it is. If you don't like it, you can unfollow me. But that's a great support system. There are Facebook groups out there, and if you're living alone and obviously you're living alone, but if you don't have family close, we don't have family close. My closest family is in Florida, and that's my father-in-law. All of their families in Texas. So that is definitely difficult. I know it would probably be a lot easier if my parents and my family was here, but that's something you just kind of have to deal with when you're moving with your husband in the military. So there are great support groups. Make friends. Deployments, I think, are a great way to make friends because you really can just meet people and put yourself out there, and yeah. So that's great. I can't think what else I was gonna say. I know that this is gonna be hard. I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm not saying you're gonna have down days where you just want to cry and curl up into a ball. But the greatest advice that I've gotten through deployments is that it's okay to cry when you need to cry. If you've had a bad day, something happens and it triggers your husband's deployment. I know that's how it is. Sometimes if I had a bad day at work or something, and then Tony's gone, and I'm just oh, bad day, and I just cry it out. But the best advice is that I've been given and that I give to people is that it's okay to cry, it's okay to curl up in a ball and lay in your bed all day, but that next day, you best bet you better get up from that bed and put yourself together. That's really the moral of this, not moral of the story. That's great advice, because it's okay to cry. Sometimes it makes you feel so much better to cry about anything, but yeah. So, I don't know what else I'm saying. I mean, just let me know what kind of videos you want to see. I still want to do beauty videos because I do really love beauty videos. I'm not really into, like, you'll probably never see, like, a makeup tutorial from me because I'm a plain Jane when it comes to makeup. I love makeup. I love buying makeup, but I'm not really one to experiment with these tutorials. I just kind of do a plain Jane kind of look, so you probably never see that from me. I do really like hair. So maybe you see a hair tutorial from me sometime. I'm not really sure. I do like hauls and favorites videos and just kind of those kind of things. But definitely let me know if you have any thoughts or things like that that you would like to see from me. Greatly appreciate your support. And yeah, this is going to be, once again, I'm sorry if this video is kind of just all over the place, but that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and leave me comments below, and I hope you all had a fabulous New Year's Eve, and Happy New Year. Bye.